It's that time again, folks. I am the Mighty Plantain, and I've got Boosh with me again, and we got gifts.
Really?
Absolutely.
Good.
Yeah.
What do we got?
You ever heard of Three Floyds Brewing?
Three Floyds?
Three Floyds.
I can't say that I have.
I'd be surprised if you had. They're out of Indiana. Apparently a local craft brewery down there, and we've got a viewer, Maverick. Thank you very much, by the way. Sent us a handful of their beers to check out. This is Yummy Yum. I hope I'm saying it right, because the labels, there's one in there I'm going to have to look up before I try and say it, because the labels are very artistic, and the font is a little difficult to read. But this is Yummy Yum. It's their American Session Ale. And I mean, the labels are just awesome. And the artwork on these things is just wild. And they've incorporated, some shiny bits and some wild colors. It actually looks pretty damn cool. But yeah, this is their American Session Ale.
Yum yum.
And I'm not even going to try to read that because it's like that Indian style font. But it's yellow. Oh wait, welcome to Flavor Country. This here ale has just the right malt. Oh man, that's okay. My eyes are having trouble with that, so I'm gonna leave it. But it definitely sounds good. I'm gonna check these guys out. Even the bottle caps are frickin' artistic, man. Hold her steady. You got a good grip?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just making sure there, Chief. You seem to be having some troubles. It's got an interesting yellowish, brownish yellow color. It's mostly a nice pale yellow, but there's a hint of brown in it. It's a bit cloudy. Pretty effervescent. There's quite a few bubbles coming up through. Got a decent head on it without trying too hard. It's an interesting looking beer. I don't see
really
this
smells
color
interesting
often.
too.
Yeah. Now he sent us two others, and they're both an IPA and an American Pale Ale. So I put the Session first because I couldn't find the IBUs.
So this one actually smells like it has some.
Holy crap!
It has some hoppiness to it.
I'm getting citrus.
Yeah, a little bit of that too. A little. I don't know. There is a little bit of citrus. Probably more the citrus. Like they use the rind.
Maybe some fruity notes underneath, though.
Yeah.
But
It is very clear. Well, not clear. I mean, there's nothing floating in it. But it is pretty
hazy. No, there's no flecks or flocks, but it's definitely a cloudy, hazy beer.
Yes.
Definitely getting that heavy citrus. Maybe a little bit of fruit, and it's actually, now that my nose has gotten past the citrus, I'm getting like a fresh scent off of it.
Yeah. It almost reminds me of the way that the Sam Adams summer one looks.
In terms of the color,
maybe not quite as.
This isn't quite as pale yellow as that.
Right, not quite as pale as that, but it still kind of reminds me of that, the summer ale from Sam Adams.
Slightly orangish or brown tinge to it. Yeah. Definitely smell interesting. And that's crisp right up front. Very crisp, very refreshing.
Yes, it is, and you get that. There is a little bit of a hop flavor up front. But as you keep tasting, and actually kind of, I don't know. It's hard to describe.
I know. It's like right after you swallow, there's a real big punch from the hops.
Yes.
You get in the aroma. You don't necessarily get it in the taste up front, but once you've swallowed, you're getting the hops out of that. That's interesting.
Very interesting. And it does almost have a little fruity citrus flavor too. It's kind of hard to put on.
A little sweet in the finish.
Yes.
Yep, I'm getting that. It's got a light character to it. It's got a pretty light mouthfeel, And for something so hoppy, it's almost too light. But there's just enough solidity there. There's just enough of a malt backbone that the hops aren't overpowering in it. It's not hop water, but it's really close.
Yes.
It's like right on the cusp of being too light.
But it is, and it's still refreshing too, and it's nice. It has a really nice flavor.
I just wonder how many times they tweaked the malt blend before they got it to this point, because I can see very easily this getting watery. It's definitely not, but I can see how close it is to it. But I mean, this is actually a heavily hopped. This is a beer I would drink in the summer. I mean,
very much so.
Just that crisp, refreshing taste up front.
And I'm kind of wondering if it's more of an IPA than really just an ale.
Well, it's tricky, you know.
It just depends on the IBUs.
Yeah, but really, I mean, you could also classify any ale as an IPA if you really want to just call it. Technically, the IPAs are just a hopped up ale.
True, but it's the India Pale Ale is really what it is, what it stands for.
Yeah, but I mean, in terms of a really hoppy beer, it's got that nice punch at the end, but it fades quickly enough into that slightly sweet fruitiness that...
Right. They actually did a good job with it.
Mm-hmm. Now, see, if I remember correctly, I think I was seeing something on their website that they adhere to German purity. That doesn't necessarily mean all of their beers. It might mean all of their beers. But if this beer adheres to German purity law, then they're getting that sweet fruitiness from either the yeast or the hops.
Yeah.
And that's even more impressive.
Most likely it's from the hops. Or, well, like you said, a combination of both.
Mm-hmm.
A good combination of both. That's very good.
Yeah.
I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5.
I think I'm right there with you. I was hovering kind of on the 3.5, but just thinking about how impressive it is to get this. Like I said, so close to being almost too light, and the fact that it isn't.
With this actually having that hoppy flavor, I don't care for real hoppy beers, and for you to actually say that it is quite hoppy, and I'm actually liking this, I would actually drink this on a regular basis if we got it up here. But
I told you we'll make a hophead out of you yet. Yeah, definitely a solid 4 out of 5 for the first beer that we're having from 3 Floyds. So that's a good start.
Very good start.
I'm looking forward to hitting the other two. And again, a huge thank you to Maverick for these beers. Even if this is the only winner out of the bunch for us, because everybody's tastes are different, even if this is the only one that really hits it off with us, and I anticipate that it won't be, because I'm sure you put a lot of thought in the selection process. This is already a huge benefit for us. So, any viewers out there that have some local beers in their area that we can't get up here in the great state of Maine, never hesitate to hit me up in the comments or the email link.
And try and get it to us somehow.
Yeah, we don't mind.
We'll figure it out.
There ain't nothing wrong with that. And so far, every single one we've received has been a real big winner for us.
Yep.
So, I guess that's all there is to say about that. We're going to finish these up, and at some point here, I'll be posting the next video for the other beer, and I'll probably post all 3, because I think you deserve that after sending us some beers.
Yep.
So, till next time, folks, thanks for tuning in. Cheers.
Keep drinking.
Gone. There wasn't much left to begin with.
No, it wasn't. See, the other thing is, you're not getting that alcohol flavor.
No, it's very light.
So I'm kind of wondering really how much.
It's not a huge ABV beer, but it's not light on that either. It's like middle of the road, I think. But I don't think it was listed on the bottle. No, I don't see it on the bottle, so. Still, good damn beer.
Yeah, it is.